Hey.
It's the J-Rob.
Is the J-Rob here?
Yes, he just joined.
Yeah, I'm here.
I see the Shorty Mac is in the house. She's out there somewhere.
I think she's probably pouring a glass
I hear
of
you
wine.
good. I thought you were saying it's probably pornographic. I was going to say, yeah, it probably is.
What is this? Oh, I've got this. There we go. Hey. That's out of here. Yeah, epic Wild West music. I don't think so. How are you guys? You ready for Christmas?
No.
Yeah.
It's only a week away. Actually, less than a week away. It's
Yeah,
like 75. I got my air on. It's not Christmas.
Well, it got to, the sun was shining and it was about, I don't know, it could have been close to 50 today, but we still got ice and snow all over the ground, So yeah, got ice and snow, and there's like freezing rain and sleet falling, and the road's already got a little bit of a coating on it. And I go out and I get in my truck, and my tires are kind of spinning, and I'm like, well, son of a bitch. So I put it in four-wheel drive, put it in four high, put it back in drive, started easing forward, still spinning. I'm like, what the hell? I roll the window down.
Shouldn't it be 4 low?
No, four high is fine. Four low is if you're really into shiz it. But so I put it in four high, and it's still spinning. So I roll the window down and stick my head out to see if my front wheels are even engaging, and they're not. And four-wheel drive lights coming on. I can see the indicator idiot lights on. So I'm like, well, shit. So I go to roll the window back up, and it comes up about 4 inches and stops.
So it's like 30 degrees. The heat hasn't even started.
It's 25 degrees out. Well, no, it's 30. Yeah, it's 30 because it was sleeting and stuff. So I finally got the truck moving. Drove straight across town to one of my clients as a pretty top-notch mechanic shop. I went in and said, Jim, help. He says, what? I said, my window's down and my truck won't go in full drive. He's like, oh, shit.
Yeah,
So,
that's a problem.
Oh, was that related? I mean,
no,
Unlikely.
not related at all. It's just my luck.
Very unlikely. Just very coincidental.
like I went to the doctor when I was in the Army one time for shin splints, right? And I get back to the barracks and I have cough syrup. I'm like, how did that happen?
Cough syrup.
I had a cough apparently too. So I went to the doctor for shin splints and I come back with coughs. Army cough syrup is like it's like pink. It's horrible. Oh.
I don't even want to know what it tastes like.
Ugh.
What in the hell? Where's my...
They want to make sure you don't abuse it, probably.
Am I still hosting Rob or what?
No.
Your stream's up. I can see your mug.
What in the
We're in
hell
a
is
tan
going
shirt, collared shirt.
on? Yeah.
You just need to hit the little refresh button on your browser.
Yeah.
And you will catch up to the real world.
In the real world.
Diablo Bob in the house.
Hey, what's up, Bob? Pantsless. Yippee-ki-yay, pantsless people.
Well, he knows us, man. He knows that we play D&D online.
I got shorts
streaming.
on. See, I got shorts on.
We play online without pants.
By the way, only camera I'm seeing is Marb's.
It's because I haven't turned them on yet because I've got to straighten all this shit out. Yeah.
I don't like playing with pants either.
Well, because you want that big old meat stick swing.
What was that?
I don't want to know.
That was me having a stroke.
I thought it may have been something else.
Anytime a woman tells me that she's playing something pantsless, I have a stroke.
No.
Or orgasm of some kind. Let's
Do you know how
Your whole left
uncomfortable-
side goes numb for a little while.
You know, like how uncomfortable women's pants are. You know what I mean?
Some-
Like pretty freaking uncomfortable.
Do you know how much
Some
that
parts,
we
Like,
really
they don't
don't
have
mind if you take them off?
pockets.
some parts of me go numb. Other
I'm
parts of
pretty
me go
sure I
really
don't want
rock
to get on a
hard.
sex offender list. I'm just saying.
Me? I am not on a sex offender list.
I said I don't
Oh.
want to get on a sex offender list.
Oh my god, I can't.
Is there like a ranking on it? Like if you're on the top, like number 1 on the sex offender list, does that make you better than the guy that just got on it?
You can offend me sexually all you want.
What?
I'm not going to complain.
Can guys be sexually offended? I don't know.
I think some can be.
Hmm.
Vin can be.
Are women in prison
Oh.
for rape?
I have offended Vin sexually.
Yeah, but most of that is for raping other women.
No, I think you've just offended me, J-Rob.
You guys are freaks, every one of you. Anyway, welcome to the stream. We are all going
Oh,
into.
by the way, this
Yeah.
is an adult stream. There may be
Oh, you think?
adult topics discussed here.
Someone stealing my job.
I was talking slow so you would like catch up, but apparently you were stuffing something in your mouth.
Let's say, yeah, we're getting ready for Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and Boxing Day and any other holiday you want to stick in here. We will not leave anybody else. You can sit around and get ready with us because none of us are ready. You're never ready for the holidays, I don't think. But it's here, and we also wrapped up a couple little one-shots that were a couple of sessions long apiece. And the party was headed to Denver, I think, escorting the Einhuser and Bruce beer train. The beer train, man, I like that. So what I did is I sent a message to the players yesterday saying, look, we're getting ready to start the flood that really takes place out west, but you're going to end up in Denver and you're going to have about a year's downtime. And the reason I'm saying this is because the dates in the 4 main plot point adventures, which is the Flood, the Last Sons, the other 2, whatever. Those there are certain dates in there that things happen, and they say, yeah, feel free to change the dates, but don't forget this happens at this time. So the way I kind of feel about it is if I don't, stay close to that, I could end up in a situation that doesn't work, and I don't want that to happen. So I looked at it, and we're closing down the year of 1878, and this adventure, the Flood, actually starts in December of 1879. So I decided, you know what? We're just going to have a year's worth of downtime, let you guys develop some character backstory of however you want to, because I know Paloma was looking to study white man medicine. And Jethro had, in order to get her to go along with him anyway in St. Louis, he said, hey, I know a doctor in Colorado, I'll write to him, and blah, blah, blah. So, boom. Here you are, you've got a year to study with this doctor. Now, the thing about Paloma and Little Beaver is that they are Sioux Indians of the old ways, followers of the old ways. So, would you spend a year studying medicine only to leave immediately and get back to your people and, try to treat them, take care of them, things like that? Or would you continue on with this character? So that's a question for you two.
Yeah, I'm not sure just yet. I think it would have to depend on like what all's going on while we're here. So.
Okay. So.
Because I mean, for all she knows, she could get a letter. Actually, she might not even know like her whole entire family or tribe could be, wiped out from sickness. Yeah.
I'm leaving
They're
all
in
that up
Florida.
to you.
Or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I
or
meant is like
force
there's a lot
relocated.
of possibilities of why she wouldn't go back. So.
Okay. Well, just something to think about. And I know Little Beaver is pretty well chained to your cause, your purpose, your mission, whatever it is. So, uh, and I just wanted to make sure everybody was comfortable and was liking playing the character they were playing and saying this is an ideal time to, you know, change things up or whatever. Now, in that year's time, I also asked you guys what kind of, you know, employment, financial activities, whatever you would be involved in. So you'll find yourself in Denver, Colorado. And I am going to do a real quick GM fast forward for after the last adventure when you guys kind of, well, Genthro put the big whammy on the devil dog. And it basically ended the nightmare that was happening. So what happens? You guys kind of wake.
Sit, boo boo, sit.
Yeah. You wake back up in camp, and you make it on to the end of the railhead where they'd blown up the rails and stuff near this town, this Perdition, Kansas. And when you're there, you sure enough you meet Gus, the bartender. But here's Sally Mae, the one that Genthro drug out from underneath the floorboards of the saloon. You met Deputy Doolittle, and but the funny thing is Frank Watkins and Denise Mullins. Yeah, if you remember right, the two cadavers and the two bodies and the caskets at the Undertaker's. When you do come through town, there's a big to do, a big stink going on because they are in fact in their caskets, but somebody broke in and defiled their bodies. They found bullet holes in the heads of both of these people who had gotten sick and died, and they just couldn't figure out.
Wait,
Somebody had also broken into the doctor's place and stole a bunch of his medical equipment when you guys come drifting into town. And you see this sweet little girl, and she's skipping and hopping and smiling and laughing and making a big to do out of it. And you kind of hear a conversation going on. What's with Lindsay? All that mean old dog of her dad's. She found it dead this morning, and she's been dancing and happy ever since. So that kind of happens as you come through Perdition. Yeah. So you said, wait, Jeb. Got a question?
it was just more like, so we were pretty much hallucinating.
You guys were in Lindsay's nightmare, the little girl's nightmare.
That apparently affected the real world.
Apparently something weird happened, didn't
Maybe somebody should put a bullet in the old girl's head.
Maybe. But I think that's more of a Genthro's call than ours.
Oh yeah, that's why Timmons is. That's not something I like to do. Do we find Jake and Jim?
When you got back to camp, all your horses and mules were there.
Jake
They
and
were
Jim
fine.
were there.
They were fine. They were tethered, and
I gave him some sugar cubes.
maybe
Yay, Kermit didn't die.
it may have been
Ooh,
15
somebody's-
minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes since you'd last looked at the moon, and the moon had finally moved when you woke back up at the camp. It's like only 15 or 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes had went by. So the whole thing was kind of trapped in time and a dream or what have you, in a nightmare.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff.
Yeah,
Did
yeah,
I still piss my pants?
probably. But that happens every night, right?
No, only if I get scared. I too much to drink.
As Stephanie says, Dances with Kobold says, nudist colonies are expensive, y'all. What?
They didn't used to be. They used to be a trailer park. At least the one here was like a camper park, the nudist camper park.
Of retirees.
Pretty much, yeah.
Where you can definitely see the effects of gravity.
I didn't never really looked. I'm like,
You always look down at the ground.
So this happens, and just the other side of Perdition, you find the railhead. By now, the beer train has made it on up. They got tired of, kind of hanging back. And you guys get there, and they're just finishing up the repairs to the track. You guys get on the train, and off you go, and you end up in Denver, Colorado. And Denver, Colorado, at this point in time, is, hustling and bustling. There's people building stuff left and right, so there's plenty of opportunity here.
Timmons wants to get a small apartment or a small house. He wants to rent one. It's got some place for Jack and Jim and maybe a couple other mules.
You could probably rent rooms in a hotel, but finding vacant property around here right now, tough. Finding carpenters to build you a house, they're all building commercial property and houses everywhere. You just have to go onto a list.
I wonder if the people in the house suddenly vacated.
Now, you could contact a realtor.
Timmons, don't do anything bad.
I was just going to tell him a little story about this little girl. Just tell him I'm going to be staying with him for a little while. They'd probably move out.
There are boarding houses. People are taking boarders in. But again, you're going to be here for a year. So sometime in this period of time this year, you could find some, think about the Mennonites and how they do, the Amish, how they do the barn raisings. Everybody comes together and throws this barn up in a day. That's kind of what these western towns were like. A couple of days they'd have a saloon built or something. So you could have a house built for you, maybe buy something throughout this, period of time. There's going to be something available.
Well, Timmons is okay staying in his wagon. I mean, he can expand his wagon. And, he's even talking about adding another back wagon onto that one. So he's got 2 wagons and a couple more mules.
Well, something was mentioned about possibly founding a security firm. If we did that, we could run the business and have lodging upstairs or something for everyone.
Well, do we need a building? Do we need to buy a building? Is that what you're saying? Or can we just do it in the wagons?
I mean, we could certainly start in the wagons, possibly, maybe.
Because then we're mobile. We're not stuck in one place. We just need like someone at the bank or something to help us with the purchasing and.
Yeah, with the loans and such.
Well, I don't necessarily think we need a loan.
Well, how else are you going to get the money needed to start a business?
Well, how much does it cost to start a business? Well, a wagon. There we go. Put a sign on it. That's what? Gold, $1.
Now, I'm assuming that even at this time there were some sort of business permits, especially in the larger areas.
Well, there was more. It was more like getting the blessing of the money men in town. That's the way these towns work.
But from what I'm understanding, with Timmons here, we don't need to take a loan out.
Pretty much,
Right.
Timmons could walk into the bank and pull a couple $1,000s out right now.
So, yeah, we could definitely start a business, I think. Starting the wagon.
So
We just need
somebody
Get
else
on
was.
list,
and
get a building built.
badges. So let's get the paper writ by the banker dude or whoever, and then we get some badges made, and we get another wagon, and we put a sign on it, and then
Yeah,
we figure out where we're gonna park it.
I'm
Maybe
not
we can
sure.
park it out front of a boarding house, and we got our wagon, and we got
Hey,
room.
Hey, Timmons, you might want to rethink the badge thing. It does kind of make certain individuals targets.
Targets? What do you mean targets?
Targets for criminals, outlaws, etc.
Oh, aren't those the ones we want to bring to justice?
Yeah, but we don't necessarily want them to see us coming.
Well, when you get there, how do you prove who you are before you shoot them? That's why we need the badges. We don't have to wear them. Okay, we'll call them
Citizens
pocket
arrest.
badges. We'll make them watches that have a symbol on them.
Pocket watches with the symbol on the back. That's pretty smart thinking, Timmons.
Right? It's our secret badge. So when we got people we got on commission or whatever, and they come, they got a pocket watch too. They can show us their watch.
The inception of the Illuminati.
The Lumina who? These are steel.
Jethro just shakes his head.
Yeah, I'm right there with them.
Oh shit. Yeah, so you guys could, talk it over. Hey, what do you want to do? Paloma, tell me about, the study of the medicine thing. What is it that you came to learn? Just to advance your knowledge or
I think a lot of more stuff about diseases and stuff like that,
diseases
right?
of the
Because I
white
feel
man?
like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, because that's would be in part a huge part of what's impacting the Native Americans.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
All right, and
Huge part, she said. Huge part. Then she sends me a post on her little beaver sends me right, this huge comes up. I'm like,
bounce that booty. My. Diablo Bob, what time is it? Time for justice?
there ain't no justice going on here. They're just pure D trying to make some money. So let's go to let's find a place to shack up. Let's get a boarding house or something, and we'll get a place to park the wagon and stable the mules, and then we'll get a boarding house. At least we can get cleaned up a little bit, because there's one person that out of anybody in this town needs a shower. It's Timmons, a bath. He needs like 3. This should be forced upon him. If he resists, do it again. And his toenails, so.
Yeah, we'll hire somebody for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna draw the line there. I don't want to hear about Timmons' fucking toenails at all. Just go
It
back.
can't. Hey,
No.
it can't be.
I don't say anything else right now. Just give me a minute.
It can't be bad as Yasu's mushrooms.
I'm telling you.
You good, Marv?
Shan is about ready to make an appearance tonight.
Okay.
You okay, Marv?
Yeah.
You sure? Because it sounded like you retched pretty good there.
So was it a blue chip I get for retching, or was that a white chip? I don't remember.
Speaking of chips,
There's
you need to deal those out, I think.
You guys are always on.
yeah, because we could use a chip while we're negotiating at the bank, right?
All right, we're gonna reset chips. You know what? I need to reset the chip bag.
Yeah, we want to go to the bank without H.G. Willikers going with us.
Well, his player isn't exactly here at the moment, so this is a good time.
That's when we're doing it.
All right, adventure deck's been shuffled. Cards been dealt.
Oh,
there's
there they
your
go.
shit. Sweet. And there's only 5 of you on the table. That means I only get 5 chips. What the hell?
Yeah, so I think we'll get cleaned up, and the next day get on our fancy duds and go to the bank. Right? That's where you
Do
would
they
go
let
to do
Native
something like
Americans
this,
into the
right?
bank?
Start a business.
Out of curiosity.
I'm sorry, Paloma. What?
Did they actually let Native Americans into the bank back in the day?
You know what? In
I
my
think
weird
so.
west, it's completely acceptable.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure they'd probably still get some dirty looks and whatnot, but I do believe Native Americans did use banks.
Chlamydia and
Little-
dysentery, says Diablo.
Little Beaver,
What?
no trust. White man's coin function.
That's okay. We can pay you with feathers or something. If you join up with the business, we can come up with something else to pay you with, feathers or TPs.
How about combat?
What? Don't pull your knife out. Look at me, funny.
Now, if you think about it, there are a lot of. I mean, you guys are in the heart of. Well, you're in the southwestern region of the range of the Sioux, so you're going to have Blackfeet around here. Um, let's see, Cheyenne, of course, a little bit to the north. Indian tribes that became part of the Sioux Nation. So you're still quite a ways from the Lakota, which would be far into the north, up in the Dakotas. But anywho, yeah, there's lots of tribes around here, and there's lots of reason for white people to be wanting, a Native American that they could pay or hire to talk and negotiate with others. You know what I mean? Or scout.
Yeah, I could definitely see them, them being possible hunters and fur gatherers too.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds like something Little Beaver would probably be willing to take part in.
Gather some fur.
Cash in hand first, though.
So you have a
He's not a
desire to gather some white man coins.
yeah. Payment first, though. He doesn't trust a white man, so he'd be expecting the cash.
I don't
The
understand
coin
why he wouldn't
first.
trust the white man. I just don't understand that.
Really?
That's
Yeah,
the
crazy, isn't it?
Indians came up with a word to negotiate with the white man. It's called retainer.
By the way, I have an adventure card that says I can use a Benny to take a card of my choice from the remaining deck.
All right, so you want to trade one of your bennies for another card?
I will do.
All
I think
right.
it specifies you can choose that card, right?
Yep, I get to choose whichever one I want.
All right, we'll just go grab one out of the deck then.
I really have to go pee, so I'll be right back.
I gotta pay.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
So how do I do that exactly?
Open the library. And in the library, make sure you have the Suede Adventure deck loaded.
Okay.
And then click on it, and there you go. You can see all the cards listed there.
Okay.
Which are we doing first? The flood?
The Flood.
I'm gonna load the player's guide while I'm poking around.
So that will take place. You're probably going to start out. If you guys are really seriously considering starting some kind of security company, because I'd like to, you know, you really don't have a group name yet. Every posse got a name.
We're the Devil's Posse.
The Devil's Posse.
We have the stick. Pointed the stick with a nail in it.
420. That's a good place for your watch points to be, Steph. Makes me want to take a break.
Little Beaver likes the white man's coin pouch, says Diablo Bob.
Little Beaver like coin pouch, just don't like white man.
He's more of a redskin pouch man.
And Timmons is probably thinking, well, it's a good thing I got all this dirt all over me. I'm a brown man right now. I'm all dirty.
You don't want to go near my balls. I tell you that right now. There's some
I just
cheese growing
kind of like gagged a little bit.
Well, I'm glad it's not just me. All right, so I'm kind of dragging my feet to see if H.G. Willikers comes along. So you guys want to go to a bank before H.G. Willikers gets here? Let's see what that looks
Absolutely.
like. All right, so
out of character. Absolutely, we should go to the bank before he gets here. In character, I think he just burned the place down. Paper flammable.
I'm back. What's going on? Why are we wanting to burn the bank?
We don't want to burn the bank, so we're going to try to get there before H.G. Willikers shows up.
Gotcha.
And if you watch this later, yes, we're talking smack about you. Adventure card says your hero may affect a creature with any of her attacks regardless of invulnerabilities. What the hell does that mean?
So if it's immune to non-magical damage or attacks or whatever, you could use that card and get one non-magical attack to affect.
So like when we were fighting the devil thing, I would have actually done real damage.
I think that was more of plot armor.
that was
I think
plot
that
armor,
was
yeah.
plot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you weren't gonna and see that's where I messed the whole fucking thing up that first session because I didn't get read far enough ahead and I had worried too much about how am I gonna pull this whole thing off on a virtual tabletop. And it really shouldn't have been done that way. Genthro had the best way to run that encounter, and it should have been, let it go through a round of combat, let everybody realize they can't hurt the devil dog, and then move on. And so I think that would have been played out much better that way. DM fuck up.
I feel a little more attached to Jack and Jim, though, just to say I feel a little more attached to him now. Oh, that happened.
But the whole purpose in Dead Men Walking was to demonstrate the weirdness of the Weird West. So, that. Wasted West, Weird West. All right, so you head to the bank.
I think. Well, no, we get like a boarding house. How much gold does Timmons have on it? He's got like 180 silver dollars.
Well, we also got like 150 each for completing.
Yep.
The railway.
Yeah, so I think we can probably at least get like the Embassy Suites kind of medium price place to stay at. Something nice.
You guys got enough,
but not the Ritz.
Yeah.
And stable the wagon and the mules. Get a decent suite or something, and
we got 100.
Change clothes, good, and then go to the bank the next day.
You said we got 150 each.
You got 15 $10 gold eagles a piece, which is what I'm user said he'd pay you.
Oh, by the way, Marbanya, on my sheet it's $750 a month.
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
All right, you said 150 gold eagles apiece, correct?
No. 15 $10 gold eagles, which equals $150.
Ah, okay, I missed that part.
And because you were here in the Colorado, which used to be called Western Kansas until about 10 years ago, um, there are lots of different forms of currency here. Lots of different forms of currency. But knowing that the Gold Eagles speak just about any place you go, that's why you were paid that. Plus, there were some pretty rich men that had hired you. So, yeah, you find you guys, are you all wanting to stay together, or are you staying separate? Or I mean, it really doesn't matter because there's not a whole lot that's going to happen here in Denver. But establishing businesses, things like that, would be something
Oh,
nice
like
to know.
splitting a party? Oh no, I'm not too concerned about like getting into a fight or anything and needing my partners. But yeah, I think we all can do our own little things if they want. I mean, I wouldn't. Timmons wouldn't mind having somebody go with him to talk to the banker.
Jeb will do that. He'll probably help Timmons with with security company thing.
You know more about laws than I do. Why don't you come with me?
Exactly. It's also to keep you out of trouble.
What's that mean?
You know exactly what that means.
I don't get no trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I've only been to jail one time, and that was with you.
Mm-hmm.
Except for alcohol.
Except for alcohol.
What?
That don't count. That don't count.
So,
I'm
Alcohol. I said except for alcohol.
Jethro, you knew a doctor. You wrote a letter to him about getting Paloma some tutelage. That might have been quite
Tutelage.
strange. Not only was it, a Sioux Indian that showed up to study under this, doctor, but it's a woman on top of it. That was probably, Dr. Quinn, medicine woman, probably didn't exist yet at that time in these parts.
That's why I made sure he was part of the agency.
Gotcha. Okay, so he is part of the agency. Well, then he would see the value in having, a female and a Native American that he can call
Yeah,
friend.
it was more of a how can I get more secrets type thing. So
Right.
work for the agency after he introduces her and gets her settled in. Uh, he's gonna be busy writing a huge report about what happened and
Are you trying to recruit Paloma into the agency? Is that what you're saying?
oh no.
I think he's already recruited all of us anyway, so.
Yeah, they're not officially part of the agency, but now he has to keep tabs on all of them. And if they step out of line, he has to put a bullet in their heads.
Okay.
Or we put an arrow in your head.
I mean,
Like-
that's a possibility. Little Beaver is probably the only one that's safe because I haven't seen anything supernatural from him.
What about Timmons?
Oh, I don't think I've seen anything supernatural from Timmons either.
His
I don't know,
farts
man.
are supernatural.
His
are
farts.
suspect, that's for sure. You know,
His farts are suspect.
that's from the bean omelet. Sorry about that.
Water your eyes. So, anyway, just that's kind of what I was looking for. Is just um, some foundation, some story-based foundation for you guys, so that we've got some things to draw on in the future.
Jeb would also, when not helping Timmons with the security company, be working part-time as a deputy for the local sheriff. I did say Jeb, right? Not Roy?
Yeah, you said Jeb.
Okay.
Is Roy your noir character?
Yeah. It's actually the name of this character's villain, just because I hate coming up with names.
All right, so I mean, we can cut right to the chase here. You guys are able to do whatever you want. You can eventually build a business, a storefront, have a house built, just rent the top floor of one of the local hotels, uh, rent an entire boarding house if you're staying as a group.
Well,
Start your business, start looking for some things, or Little Beaver, you may decide you're going to hire on as a scout for taking mining parties off into the mountains or something.
yeah, I think we were with the security firm. We were kind of thinking like a storefront, office sort of thing downstairs, and some sort of housing or barracks upstairs. Kind of like we could kind of use it as a headquarters if we needed to.
Well, we could just take over a boarding house and turn the downstairs into offices or whatever.
I mean, however we want to do it.
He said we could rent a boarding house, right?
Yeah, you can
A whole house.
rent a whole boarding house if you want to. There's a little old lady, little old man that keep you fed, and he splits firewood, stokes fires, and you guys got 3 or 4 rooms rented from him.
And Jeb would, of course, be obligated to help out with the house chores and such.
Oh, you're such a good boy, Jeb.
Such a fucking salt of the earth motherfucker.
You can be my roommate. You
God
can be my roommate.
Timmons, I like you, but I don't think I can live with your flatulence.
You can sleep on the top, on the bottom bunk if you like.
I'm not sure which would be worse. The top or the bottom bunk.
I don't know. This is something about hot air. I don't know. Go up or down. I don't.
I think either way, I might be kind of screwed.
Just light a match every time he farts. You'll be okay.
Oh, God.
Is that why I always got my own room?
Yep.
That's why I got the wagon.
Yep.
Timmons is perfectly okay with sleeping in the wagon too. Just so you guys know, he's used to it. He likes it.
I'm looking at what Skamos Firebrand said over here. Said medicine back in those days was still ripe with guesswork and superstition, and that's exactly right.
It's not now.
It's well, in 100 years they'll say it is.
Just because they wrote it down, because this way failed, this way failed, this way failed, this way
Well,
failed.
I feel like
this
it's a
way
bit
worked.
more educated guesswork than be like, okay, let's toss mercury and everything and give it to people and call it a solution. Which
They
is
put
kind
Coke
of what I
in
viewed.
Coca-Cola. They were smart.
Yeah.
Get people addicted to it.
All right.
Yeah. Put mercury onto raw wounds. Mm-hmm.
What? No.
Yep. Just
yeah.
take this tincture of opium here. Mercurochrome is mercurochrome from mercury, and iodine, all that stuff. You don't see that today.
My grandmother swore by that.
Mercurochrome, yep, mine did too, and it stung like hell.
Yes, it did.
That's probably what's wrong with me, heavy metal poisoning.
The iodine I can understand. It can clean wounds.
I
Not
can
the-
attest to the functionality of chloroform. It works pretty good.
That's 1800s roofie.
Pretty much.
You had 5 knives and 2 heads. I was terrified.
Little tincture of opium. Mm-hmm.
I mean, you need some sort of pain relief, right?
So yeah, a boarding house, someplace for the wagons. 'Cause it's soon going to be 2, and mules. That's what we're looking.
Okay.
And a business license to be detective agency.
Well, I'm going to say that the necessities for the party will cost probably about $30 to $50 a month. So to Timmons, and I thought one of you other guys was also wealthy. No? Was that
Gentro's technically wealthy.
He has resources. I'm not sure Gentro can be classified as wealthy. He just has resources.
Well, I thought there were 2. What's that edge that you've got? Filthy Rich.
It's Rich.
Rich. Okay. I thought there were two of
Timmons
you.
is rich. Yeah, there is a filthy rich one too, but I don't.
I think there were two
I
of you
think
that
you
had
got
the rich
yeah.
edge. So I was just trying to figure, and it could be HG. I'm not sure. But so it's nothing to you guys, but $30 to $50 a month in expenses. You guys better start turning up some work pretty quick.
Oh yeah, we're good. That's what the whole point is to
Start
try to
small. Get a name for
try to-
ourselves.
try to see what kind of business we can get. What's out there, what we can do.
Even if it's just helping, a couple find their missing child or their
Well, we
missing
do
dog.
have an in with a deputy.
I figured, yeah, we might
Deputy
also assist
Hicksman. He kind
Hicksman.
of helps us out.
Hexman.
That's what I said, Hicksman.
No, you said Hicksman.
Oh, that's just a slight stutter of my. Do you making fun of my lisp?
And if I am,
That's not right. I don't make fun of your limp.
I don't have a limp. That's HG.
Whack! I kick him in the knee. You do now.
I dodge.
Probably.
Yeah. So you guys don't have a Mrs. Peabody at this boarding house, but
That's a shame.
Good enough. So you start your little security company, the two of you. Jethro, I can imagine probably, he may tell you that yeah he'll be involved in stuff, but he definitely has loyalties,
Elsewhere.
Will you carry a watch?
What?
Sure.
It tells time too.
What do these watches look like?
They're probably.
Probably a fog watch.
How much can you buy a watch for? 10 gold or $10?
Probably $10. Maybe
So
$100
they're like
for
a
real
12.
nice.
Well, no, I don't need them that nice. They just need to have a badge on the back.
So you're gonna find a jeweler. You're gonna have some watches made with these. Just a badge on the back. What's the badge say?
Illuminati.
It's gonna have Devil's
wait.
Posse stamped on the back, and it's a devil's head. Remember the one I did with the dice and the cards? Looks
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. That was over. Yep. Except every time I turn over here, I see Beyonce booty.
We'll come up with the finite details on what it looks like in the name. How's that?
Yeah, you got a couple of weeks here. We're gonna be off next week for Christmas
Yeah.
break and stuff. So we'll come up with that. So yeah, you're gonna be able to.
So-
jeweler can put something like that together in a month.
Timmons is gonna, let's see, on his where's money at? On his money right now, he's gonna take off those 20 gold eagles. He had 5 already. So that's gonna make
That's $200.
10 watches, right? 10 watches then.
So decent watch is 20
20
bucks.
Yeah, 20 bucks.
Well,
with the
what
badge.
what has to happen is they have to be ordered. Jeweler's not going to make them from scratch. Shipped in, and then he's got to do all the engraving on them and stuff. So yeah, it takes a month to do this. You guys are probably going to start trying to make some contacts with the railroads, with the mining companies, with the banks. Let them know you're in business. Pass out some calling cards. Do all that stuff. So I'm going to say that out of this year, the first 3 months, you're just busy setting things up.
So the watches, just to clarify one thing on them, they have a ink blotter on the badge, and you can stamp our symbol on whatever you want.
So it's embossed.
Yeah. And you can just roll it in your ink blotter and stamp stuff, like that dude's head.
Redeemed, highlight my message. Oh, that's yeah, J-Rob. No, it's not bouncing. Beyonce. I'm sorry. My I get tongue twisted when I see that. Oh, am I missing something over here? Oh my goodness. You guys, you are such sexists.
Well, I mean, if you don't want me to be sexist,
I
here you
find
go.
that offensive.
All right, how about that then?
That turns me on.
Everything
Oh
turns you.
my God.
Everything turns you on, J. Rob.
I'm like, rocket.
Wasn't he in a video game? Isn't that the
He's not E Honda.
Yeah, that's him. Toyota. He shot like fireballs out or something, didn't he?
What the hell is that? Redeemed highlight my message.
Kermit the Frog here.
Kermit the Frog here. We are on the Sensimilla Street.
You really need to look at Discord now.
I like how he looks around after he lubes up. Might be a little late then. Just saying.
I always do that. What are you talking about? I always look
Well,
around afterwards.
I mean, if you see somebody, just start
Afterwards,
rubbing your
yeah,
hands
but
together.
like,
Just wave. Hey, how's it going?
oh, I was gonna. Yeah, my hands are chapped. Yeah, my hands were chapped, and my belt slipped.
Bunny,
Yeah,
what are you doing?
I'm sitting
You're
here.
just quiet. You're too quiet.
She's
I
always
have
quiet.
nothing to say
She's not always quiet. Let's
about
get
all
that
these
straight.
titties.
But
Just to clarify.
just to clarify.
But I have a really good card, and I'm hoping to get to use it during the session, so
Well,
we'll see.
we'll see what happens.
Oh, what card you got?
It's Arcane Spike, so I can cast any spell that my character can access, regardless of rank required.
That's a really good card.
Here, I could have a bunch of zombies, but I don't want to get shot. So,
All right, I need to send Genthro a message.
The answer is purple.
What?
Yes, I'm wearing purple panties right now as we speak.
Yep.
That might be a little TMI, dude.
Just for you, lover.
I just came across it. I swear I wasn't looking up anything
Bullshit.
in particular. What the hell? Is that a pot?
It's a dancing human ant hobo.
But an ant hobo. Ant.
I'm just going by what the URL says. I'm confused. And
I was looking at murder hobo, and that's part of it because there wasn't murder hobo. But I was gonna say we want to do some murder hoboing. Is there a graveyard in town? We can just stand up some bodies. What's the local saloon like?
Oh, the local saloon.
bustling and dangerous.
Out.
Because there one near the boarding house, the watering hole that we're gonna be at for a year.
Where's my phone?
There's no phones in the Weird West.
In real life.
Not true, Marshall.
But I'm supposed to get a package. Sorry.
They
Go
have
ahead.
divination.
They have
We
telegraphs.
use smoke signal.
What the fuck is that you guys posted over there? Is that a New Year's Eve get up? He's got his hat on.
There's no hat.
That's
We're
a-
not sure.
Looks like a top hat that he's wearing to me. So he's wearing it in an odd place,
grab
but
the project.
We're gonna go to the Immigrant Saloon in Denver.
okay.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a dangerous place at all.
I want to go. Do they? They don't have
They sell
drugs there.
strudel.
Right?
They have strudel. It's German.
Fascinating.
Oh, cool.
Okay, I'm still trying to get this shit together here.
Don't lie, I see you over there jamming to clean feed.
It's on the
Yeah, but I'm-
corner
I
of
wanted to make
Hand
sure
and
that-
Blake Street.
But the audio's coming out right. Okay. Looks good. Yeah, jamming to some saloon piano, Benno. That's right.
Saloon cakewalk.
I'm grooving on it. And I'm gonna have to do this because HG's not here yet, so there, that should straighten everybody out.
Hey, what's up, placeholder?
You're not having another existential crisis, are you?
Me?
No, placeholder.
Placeholder is. Yep.
He's playing the. Oh, he's playing the mute character again.
That's right. That would be tough. That would be a challenge. To
Play a mute.
play a mute character.
It'd be a lot easier if it were face to face. You know, at least then you could, you know, at least
Pantomime?
act out. Yeah, pantomime, act out what your character's doing, or you know, grab a piece of paper and draw on it, or
Are we going to this saloon or not?
yes,
What's
Yep.
up here?
it would be extremely difficult over internet though.
When you walk in, man, this place is packed. There's money flowing. Money flows like water out of an artesian well here. All the silver and gold coming through town.
We get a table. We want a big table. If they have a table.
They do. There's people sitting at them.
We asked if they would mind.
Do you ask? Seriously?
Yeah, Timothy, excuse me. We like your table, so I'd like to buy you a round of drinks if you get up and leave.
All right. So persuade me.
Which pistol do you need to see?
You know, you can try intimidation. You can try persuasion.
I have persuasion, yes.
Yeah. So give me a persuasion roll. Let me pull a guy out here. Where is?
A 5.
There they are. Critters and humans.
Who's in this saloon in the group here?
Just curious. Jeb is. I imagine HG is probably already here.
Does he have a table? He just said it is.
He's probably sitting at the bar, as close to the booze as he can.
He's probably burrowed his way underneath the barrel and has tapped it from below.
Yeah, he somehow snuck behind the bar.
Let's see.
Nobody
so,
know.
yeah, go
Nobody
ahead.
notices the crazy drunk old man tapping the keg behind the bar and just drinking straight from it.
Yeah, Timmons, you're actually able to convince this one group of miners. Hell yeah, you buy us a drink. You buy some bottles, what you do?
Your drink will come in a bottle because it's easy to take it with you. Then I call over the wench or the barmaid.
A winch.
Did you say winch? We're back to 5E.
Wrong era.
They had winches in saloons. They just lifted up chandeliers and shit like that, but and it's spelled differently.
There's an I instead of an E, kids, out there in the Discord land.
Do what?
Sometimes
Okay.
the humor is when they figure it out later. What did he mean by
Oh,
spelled
Oh.
differently?
gotcha. Minor.
How much money is Tim spending tonight? Let's see. He's gonna spend.
Oh, I know exactly which spell I'm gonna
$10.
use.
$10. I get us all drinks, get them drinks, get a table, get some food, whatever.
You guys see
and
this
see
drunk
what's going
guy.
on in this town.
See this drunk guy, and he goes, "Whoo! How much for the squaw? I'm feeling randy."
You can't afford a.
Plum was going to glare at Timmons.
What? That was a compliment.
I am not something to be sold. She's just gonna.
I
Like,
didn't
say it.
ask. That guy asked. It must be your TP shirt or something. I don't know. I think you should kick his ass.
I think the point is that if you actually see me as a member of the group, you wouldn't think that I am something to be bought or sold at all. It's not a compliment. Just like how
I
you
don't
can't sell the
understand.
sky, you cannot
For the
sell
right
me.
price, I'd go take him in the back room and work him over.
I only need her for about an hour.
Holy fuck!
She's gonna glare at that guy. She's like, I think you mean 10 seconds.
Have I stirred the hornets up enough yet here?
That's about right. That's about right.
Bill, put your iron away. We're in a saloon.
By the way, DM, if
Yes,
he
ma'am.
tries touching her, she's gonna stab him.
Okay. Well,
Tim is to say, you shouldn't have brought your penis to a knife fight.
shut up.
Wow.
That's classic.
That's Drake.
That's funny.
This guy starts to take a few steps across the bar towards you, Paloma. He's staggering. He's drunker than shit. He's got a mug of beer. He's drinking that beer.
Does he have any weapons on himself, by the way?
Oh yeah.
Like what?
He's toting a pistol on his side.
Most likely, Timmons'
Could
shotgun is
I-
laying on the table.
No. I was gonna ask, could I roll a performance check to, like, when he comes in, she's going to try to fake that he stumbled and shot himself, but actually shoot him with his own gun?
You're gonna grab his own gun.
Because
and
I have
shoot him.
I'm trained in shooting
Okay.
and performance.
All right. So let me get this dude. Did he end up in there? Yeah, he did.
And the kids, Paloma is also known as John Wick.
John? John Smith? John.
John Thick.
No, it's
Yeah.
John.
Toothless Tom Greenfield over here in the. But That is not what he needs to be. Yes, he needs to be that. Yeah, so there you see him in the combat tracker? Oh, Toothless Tom Greenfield?
Yeah, Toothless Greenfield.
Well,
So I
Toothless
just
Tom.
need to do performance first?
What we
Or
need
is
to,
he actually...
he's kind of, he hollered at you from across the saloon. Everybody's turned and looked, and then they went right back to, they're used to old drunks hollering shit out. But then he starts kind of shouldering people out of the way, and you can see that several of these guys are getting a little pissed off. This guy comes shouldering his way through the crowd. A couple of them push him, and he seems to kind of stumble forward a little bit, and he comes right at you, stumbling because some guy got pissed off who he bumped into and shoved him past him. So he's like stumbling head down, kind of almost in a bent over L shape,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think she'll still go with the performance and bull into her and just let herself kind of fall over as she gets his gun to shoot him with.
Okay, so describe to me what you're going to do. You're going to pull his gun out and shoot him as he's falling to the ground?
She's performing as if he fell on top of her and grabbed her, and she's trying to make it look like his gun accidentally misfired.
Okay, so dude is stumbling right at you. I mean, he's coming, he's almost, he's bent forward because he's got his weight is forward and his momentum. And so it'd be pretty easy for you to probably step in front of him and then pull him down on top of you. And in all that commotion, pull this off. But you're both going to go prone.
Yep.
All right. Yep. So give me the performance check to see if you can sell this first in the tower, please.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It doesn't matter. Holy fucking shit.
Yep, she sells that shit.
I'm not even going to roll against that.
Wow.
Timmons was going to...
Might ace too.
I was thinking Timmons was going to try to interfere, but he's...
You guys don't even see what she does. I mean, none of you can even see what she does. You see her there. You see the guy hollering, I'll take her for an hour. And he starts through the crowd, and he's bumping into people. Some dude shoves him. He comes right at her. She just kind of throws her arms up like, oh, my God, he's going to get me. And he goes down on top of her. And you think this dude is, okay, Paloma, what are you going to do? I'm going to give you a surprise round.
She's going to use his gun to kind of shoot him in the side with it. So
okay, well, give me a second. Let's see what he's carrying here. So, items, and we'll look at weapon.
Did he just shoot himself in the dick?
But I was thinking she was going to shoot him in the dick.
He deserves it.
Come on, where's your damn pistols at?
Timmons has got a appropriate saying if he's falling.
Okay, so roll me a d4.
Oh, I don't have to roll to hit him?
No, just give me a d4, Plum. I'm going to see what kind of gun you pulled out of his holster.
Oh, okay.
A 3-barrel.
At least you didn't roll a 1. That would have been his dick.
It is a... I gotta roll this out. What the hell is that? It is a Colt Dragoon 44.
Damn, that's what Timmons has got. How did he get my pistol?
So I'm going to put this in a party sheet. You can drag it out of there and shoot him with it. Now what the hell? No, I can't put it there. I can't put it on the main party sheet. All right.
Should be able to just drag it to her portrait at the top.
This is a single action gun. So what are you going to do? Describe what you do with it.
So as she's falling down, she like slips it out of his holster and presses it up against his side and fires.
You fire, you pull the hammer back. Now I need to give me you're proficient shooting, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you probably, I'm not going to make you, so this is a single action, Bunny. So what you would do is pull it out, pull the hammer back to pull the trigger. You have to manually cock this gun. So.
No, she was. She's like just making sure that her body is being blocked by his falling on top of her before she does it, right? So she's acting as she's just trying to struggle to get out
Oh
from
yeah,
underneath him.
he was
and so-
falling on you to begin with. You just kind of guided him
Yeah.
down right on top of you as you're pulling his gun out. Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
All right, surprise round. Go for it. That's a success. That's a hit. Well, you didn't shoot at him, did you?
Oh no! Oops.
Just drag that onto him in the combat track.
I don't.
Hold
Oops! It said
control.
error.
That's a hit.
Okay. And what's the damage?
It should be on the weapon there.
2d6.
2d6
plus 1. It's got an AP of 1. Ooh. Yes.
Because I can't see it, so.
Oh, you can't see that in the combat tracker?
No.
Or the party sheet? I drug the
The
gun in
weapon?
there.
No, I cannot. Or wait, hang on.
Yeah, Colt, you're good.
Oh, I see it now. I see it now. Sorry.
Yeah, put that in your inventory.
Okay, there we go.
It's Timmons' blanket that's in there that got dead girl juice all over it.
It might actually have diseases and such too. I think that needs to be burned.
Dead girl juice.
Blop, blop, blop.
That's about right. Shake it.
Okay, this gun goes off. Boom! Right in this guy's guts.
Mhm.
And when it does, the piano playing stops. And everybody gets real quiet for a second and they look around. They're looking right at you, Bunny. This guy's eyes get as big as saucers, and he opens his mouth.
She's going to give out a really premature, like a really loud, piercing scream to completely drown him out.
Okay. Well, with your performance check, you've already sold that. So now it's time to draw some cards.
Well, I was going to say Jeb hollers out a premature discharge.
Premature discharge.
Is there any blood, by the way?
Probably the warm liquid that you feel on the front of your leather dress here or whatever is your buckskin dress.
She would have let go of the gun as soon as she fired it.
Whoa.
She would have let go of the gun as soon as she fired it. So she's like pulling her hands out from underneath between them, and she's like screaming because there's gonna be blood all over her hands, and she's being like really dramatic about it.
Well, I don't think there's a single person around that is gonna beat that 22 roll. So Timmons, you guys all see this guy, and he comes right at Paloma, and the next thing you know, you see him start to fall forward, and then you hear a gun go off, and you look at him and you realize that he's holding his gun in his hand, and Paloma is trying to pull herself out from underneath it. Now, Paloma, you are in a dangerous situation because you just armed the guy you shot in the gut, and he's not dead. You didn't hit him hard enough. But he's shaking, so...
Mm-hmm. So she's going to dry her Bowie knife.
I need to be able to clear all these damn cards. What the hell just happened?
Apparently Little Beaver and Genthro just pulled jokers at the same time.
What the... Oh.
Wow.
Even though it still says it's my turn.
That is... I'm trying to clear all these cards. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to start at the top of the round with...
How do we get all those aces? Wow, that's a lot of aces.
Well, your cards are there from before.
No, I had a 2,
Oh,
a 3,
no
a
shit.
3, and then an ace. Remember I was complaining, Timmons? He got a 2, a 3, a 3, and then an eighth.
Hell, my
That's
NPC
a-
drew a jack, and he's at the bottom of the fucking list. Well, this dude's minutes are numbered. All right, Little Beaver, you see all this happening, and you can give me a notice roll if you want to see if you know what Paloma just did. Or you can just go with it.
I'm just going to go with it.
Good night, Steph. Or who's leaving?
Is It looks to me like he went after her, fell on top of her. Somehow he got.
Diablo Bob. Somebody's leaving. Somebody's leaving. I can't figure out who it is. Anyway,
I'm gonna pull out my knife.
Timmons pees a little.
son of a bitch. Oh, Bunny.
Oh, he's not
She
looking this
just
way.
she just waiting for me to get involved in something to pull that one. That
Probably.
peed a little bit. I'm glad. I might pee a little bit. Break time's coming up pretty quick. Let's. I'm feeling like Timmons now. All right. So, Little Beaver.
I'm gonna pull out my knife and I'm gonna stab this fucker in the back.
Ooh. Okay.
Because it appears that he attacked Paloma. So
That's some gratuity.
All right. Put some paint on this dude. Poor guy's already shaking anyway. Oh shit. And he's done. Describe exactly what you do with this knife.
okay, well, Little Beaver pulls out his Bowie knife upon seeing this guy fall on top of Paloma, and he lunges forward and just drives it all the way to the hilt into this guy's back, right around where his spine is.
The engine just killed Toothless Tom. What? And all these people stand up.
Jeb's going to flash his badge and say it was in self-defense.
Jeb that went to work for the town marshal here, the city marshal of Denver, the sheriff.
Yep. So
We
he
seen
saw
him.
everything. Yeah, I saw it too. He came at her with a gun, nearly shot her. It was self-defense.
Well, I don't think Toothless
related.
Tom's going to need that sidearm anymore. I got first dibs.
With friends like that, who needs enemies, man?
Where's his mule? You see about 4 or 5 people run outside. One dude walks over and starts taking his boots off.
He got holes all worn in them. They're better than his.
Paloma's gonna promptly hide behind Little Beaver, looking all scared.
And Little Beaver will roll Toothless Tom off of her so she can get away.
She was trying to pull herself up,
Thanks.
and you know what, Bunny?
Oh, can
This
I?
guy
Oh,
smells like a wet dog that's been chased down by a skunk. I mean, he's bad. Old
yeah,
miner.
she's like dry heaving.
A drunk
She's like,
skunk.
And then dipped in moonshine.
Yeah.
Teeth are all
Yeah.
rotted out.
Yeah.
She seems thoroughly traumatized, and she's like kind of like dry heaving a little bit.
Oh, what's that? It's a fist fight outside. They're tearing shit out of this guy's saddlebags.
But Little Beaver's got like his hand out, behind, like to sort of guard Paloma, his knife in his other hand, at the ready just in case somebody else wants to start some shit.
Well, no, nobody else. As soon as they realized what happened and that the marshal said that it was in self-defense, everybody's interest immediately went to, well, what the fuck's he wearing? And they got this guy stripped down to his underwear in about 30 seconds flat.
Timmons had his feet up on the table, was drinking his drink, and he sees the Little Beaver pull out a knife. He pees a little. Then when he stabs this guy in his freaking spine, he falls backwards off his chair, freaking knocking his hat off, spilling his beer.
Jeb
Kinda
jumps to his
scared.
feet,
Crawls under the table, reaching up for a shotgun.
pulls a badge. Timmons is coming up from under the table with a shotgun. Fuck.
No, going under the table with his shotgun. Sorry.
Oh, and
Just to clarify.
Liquor sense, but it sure can't play the piano. I'll tell you that.
Timmons, why exactly are you hiding under the table with your shotgun out?
And right back to business it goes.
What?
Right back to business the saloon goes.
Oh.
The
Couple
piano
of-
starts playing again.
Couple of Chinese guys come out from the kitchen. They grab a hold of
Oh, I
this
thought you were
dude.
going to stay out from under the table.
No. Out from the kitchen.
What the hell are you guys doing under here?
And you see them. They quickly run over, and the dude has been stripped down to his underwear. And they start dragging him, big bloody smear across the floor, out the back door.
Timmons under the table said, "Don't eat the chow mein."
Jeb kind of kicks Timmons a little bit and tells him to put the shotgun up. Get up in the damn chair.
They got a special going on tonight. Toothless Tom chow mein.
Wow.
All right, and you guys, just as we go to break here, we're going to break for about 10 minutes because really I do have to
Good.
pee.
I need a drink.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys see Genthro come walking through the door. Genthro, as you walk towards the front door of this saloon that you were supposed to meet them at, you see a fist fight break out and people fighting over this dude's shit that they're pulling off of this mule outside. And you just kind of look at him and step past him. One dude gets knocked down right in front of you. You step over him. You
On him.
step right on him,
On
Your boot
him.
off,
Yep.
like scrape it off
and
on
you
his
open up
face.
the saloon door. You walk in, and you see a couple of Chinese guys dragging some dude in his underwear out the back door, and he's leaving a big bloody trail behind him on the. Timmons is peeking up over the table. It looks like he's got a shotgun in his hand, and Jeb's standing there, got his coat pulled back and his hand on his sidearm. Little Beaver's got
I'm
a
covered
knife
in
out.
blood.
Paloma's covered in blood. You're not sure what's going on quite at this moment, but nothing too unusual. But with that, we will take a short 10-minute break,
Nice.
and we'll be back here. Let me get a countdown going. Let's see what time is. Yeah, let's do. There,
9:22, so
time.
9:32.
there we go.
Oh.
It's 2032, 2032 hours. 2000. We'll be back at 2032, so we'll see you in just a few moments. Hello, Bradius Caesar. How are you?
They have a lot of hair tonic here, Brad.
Yeah. Don't encourage him.
It's not encouragement. If you're on the same team, it's called motivation.
Hair tonic Brad.
Glowing mushrooms are always cool.
And we're back. We're back in the Weird West groove. How you doing, Brad? Thanks for swinging by, man. You ready for the holidays? Snake oil salesman, Edge, and Deadline. I think there's a snake oil salesman, Edge. I believe he's right.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, the more I read every day, I try to read a little bit on Deadlands to get, because this is completely unfamiliar to me up until a couple of months ago, and I'm just really enjoying it. The setting and the weirdness of it all. It's just so fucking weird.
Well,
It's the fighting.
The farting. You didn't have to sit next to him for 3 hours while he farted.
With that said, who else needs to get murdered tonight?
I don't know, but business goes right back to usual here at the hell. What'd you name this place anyway? What saloon did you say you walked into?
Oh shit! I closed the freaking damn thing. Immigrant Saloon.
You treat the ladies
It's a
nice.
real place in Denver in the 1870s,
I don't want no trouble
according to
now, you
Google.
hear?
Cool. That's just too much. Just too much. There we go. A little more manageable. Who all's back? Who's back?
Here,
nobody here but us chickens.
I'll put that.
You don't have the ready check? You don't have the ready check?
I do, but I don't know if it works. It's not loaded because I
It
don't.
does.
It works.
It does work.
Does it?
Yeah, at least it works on Al's table. I don't know if there's another different extension for Savage Worlds or not, but
Yeah, I don't have it loaded on here. Not loaded.
invalid command. Try these.
All right.
why is there 6 circles and only 5 people?
Because there's a stream client running. Yeah.
I'll check that one for them then. Oh, see,
Yeah.
can't check another one.
Oh, so you're number 2. I know who. I got your number now, man.
Brad is saying that we're all crackly.
Crackly.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I ain't a cracker. I'm from the South.
I think that pretty much defines you as a cracker.
The only one that sounds a little staticky as Vin.
Oh, it's me. Okay, give me a moment.
That was good. I like the way, you know what? I like the way Bunny played that. And I'm gonna give her another fate chip.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Gentro. Enter Gentro. Just walking into the bar.
Whoa.
What the hell is that?
Sounds like somebody's got their headset in a microwave.
Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Is that better?
Turn your
No.
vibrator off, man.
No, I was fucking with the plug, cleaning it and such. And then I plugged it back in and reconnected, and it was like just
Glorious. It's always glorious.
Gloria. Calling
It's glorious
glorious. Glorious.
when you can, when you have that moment of connection. It is like magic when we touch.
Oh, God. Okay. I think we're all back. I haven't heard from. Oh, yes, I did hear from Paloma. Paloma is here.
I think we're all back.
All right.
Didn't we have to come up with some kind of fears or something for our character?
Rumors.
Rumor.
Yeah. Whatever happened to those?
They're here. They're in play.
Oh, you have them? Okay, because I thought I made a note of those. But okay.
Yeah, there should be. I got a bunch of new notes. Something's weird going on. Weird is going on because it's not saving people's ownership of their notes. So I don't know. I'm gonna ask somebody over our 2 week break here or our week break, if I'll have somebody do some troubleshooting with me on this table, find out why some shit's not working. It should be, I think. Uh,
Like what, for example?
Well, the notes for one are
Oh,
broken,
that sort of
or at
thing.
least they were broken at one point.
As far as I know, they still are. That's why I moved my journal to a Word document.
That's why I'm glad this is streamed, because I can go back and watch it.
yeah, exactly. Sometimes that's not good.
I got a fast forward button when you're talking. What you talking about?
Dick. Yeah, you mean certain rumors like let's see, some things you guys would have heard in Kansas City and St. Louis, now in Denver. Some of your, as a matter of fact, when you were in Kansas City, you heard that Jeb Hexman, he had a showdown with a pretty well-known gunslinger named a criminal named Patty Mad Dog Jenkins, and Jeb won. Yeah, you've heard that, so you've heard the man can handle a gun. Whether or not it's true, you don't know.
Nah, they were lovers, and it was a lovers.
Is a lover spat? Oh.
It very well could have been, but Jeb's not talking.
Now, but this would be of interest to Jethro, and would definitely, this rumor would have crossed his path, being a member of the agency. But you heard that Jeb was actually buried. Eyewitnesses, they saw him buried 6 feet in the box, and he got out. So that would be a little tidbit of information Jethro would have written down in a little notebook someplace, or maybe scribed on the side of a bullet.
He's
You
got it
think
carved.
your secrets are safe?
Secrets? I don't know what you're talking about, Jethro.
Let's see. Somebody still they have true, false, and false written under their rumors with nothing next to it. Somebody still has not given me. Who could that be, buddy? And let's see.
What do you mean? Why is it me? I told you that I have them on my character sheet. It's on my main
Oh,
part,
did you?
and I
Okay.
also sent it to you too.
All right.
I sent it into you in DM.
Well, put me in my place, why don't you? Let's see. Paloma. I'm not sure how well you were acquainted with Little Beaver before he was sent to escort you south on this excursion. Not sure.
Probably not well, but I feel like they know their roles within their Native American society, kind of thing,
Right.
well enough that they don't really step on each other's toes, so to speak.
How about the rumor? This may have been heard by Jeb Hexman. Timmons, you might have heard this story too. You're pretty sure that there's an Indian named Little Beaver that was kind of running crazy out on the plains, and one of the stories is that he ritualistically killed and ate members of his own tribe.
Whoa, that's heavy.
Well, and
That's my nightmare.
yeah, Timmons and Jeb, you probably would have both heard that. Genthro, you might have heard that, in one of the agencies and wouldn't have paid it much mind. That one, Paloma, you probably wouldn't have heard, but Paloma, you might have heard that he did ritualistically hunt down and kill members of his own tribe. You didn't hear anything about the eating of them, though.
Okay. Sounds good. Oh, I mean, yeah, I feel like she probably wouldn't believe the eating part either, even if she heard it. He doesn't seem like the type.
Little Beaver is more sinister behind the episode. Apparently.
And Timmons, since you're kind of back here, this is the closest thing to a hometown you could have. You remember this area when it was about 3 little bitty mining camps, and it's now the city of Denver.
Specs on the map, right?
Yeah, yeah. And Little Beaver, you and Jeb are sitting here talking after all this ruckus occurred, and there's a soiled dove walks up. She says, "Timmons, honey, is that you?"
No.
Drop him
Jeez.
drawers. You got 3 testicles. That's my Timmons.
What?
Who that? He like turns around and sees who it is. Who is this?
Did you get another one pregnant, Timmons?
Timmons, you don't know. It's just some soiled dove.
I'm a 3-shooter. It's true. I'm a 3-shooter.
Well, it's Eileen. You don't remember me, Timmons?
Well, that's.
I know that's you. She reaches down and grabs a handful. 1, 2, yep, 3 right there.
I remember you now.
I bet you do.
I gotta get over and see you again. I got my back knees cracking.
Oh, please don't. Please don't. Once was enough. I just thought I'd say hi. She walks on.
And give you blue balls. 3 of them, apparently.
I know where she works. Scrunches his pants down a little and goes back to whatever he was doing before.
Yeah, Jeb, make sure to scoot his chair just a little bit further away from Timmons.
They're not explosive.
And I'm looking for something here. Is it Why does that not? What the hell, Bobby?
That's a pretty
There you
good impersonation right there.
That is a pretty damn good Hank Hill.
Okay.
Kind of makes me want to make a character and name him Bobby.
So I'm just looking over something here.
Halfling?
Well, it would definitely be inspired by some of Jenkins' characters and antics. Just so I can hear Marv say, "What the hell, Bobby?"
Bobby?
Bobby, it's your initiative. I can't.
Yeah, I don't know if I can share those rumors about Paloma yet. But you guys have no idea what's true and what's not. But evidently, Timmons having 3 balls is true.
Yeah, Brad says I need to make a propane salesman in Savage Worlds, but mostly explode them with propane. That sounds like a Brad character to me.
Crazy shit. Okay.
He is. But we love him.
I just made a hell of a mess. I forgot to move that trash can over here closer when I was gagging earlier. Okay.
Mar, prepare yourself, because Shand will be back tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'll make sure I got that closer. You guys just and your
empty it out. Just put a new bag in. You'll be all right. Yeah, all right.
Nasty. Okay, so you're sitting around a tavern, or the saloon. The saloon. I wanted to also straighten out the calendar because it is now 1879. I wonder if this calendar is accurate. What did we say? About 3 months had passed, so we're going to put it, you know what? It's St. Patty's Day. It's March 17th, 1879.
Was this for the bar scene or for something else?
Nah. Just for. Remember, you guys have been in Denver for a little bit. I told you it'd take you about 3 months to get situated, start your business and stuff. Have you told the rest of them that they're part of this, other than Jethro agreeing to carry a watch?
I asked them all if they want to watch.
Okay.
Knowing Jeb, he'd probably want some sort of pocket watch, but it's discussable.
It's a pocket watch with an ink blotter.
Gotcha.
Little ink blotter.
I'm not
It's optional. It's
what
optional.
purpose,
It's
but
optional.
I'm not sure for what purpose other than maybe paperwork.
It's okay. You can get creative with it. On your underwear, so you know which ones are yours.
Holy shit, those are some big maps. I can't share these. Yeah, we can't. I gotta fix that first.
An 8 gig map crashes fantasy ground.
Well, I mean, I bought them off of Drive-Thru RPG. Yeah.
You gotta watch some of them.
Well, these were made for printing out and sharing with people. They weren't made for virtual tabletop.
According to the calendar, it's still November 14th, just letting you know.
Well, hell, I don't know. They got pins on them. Somebody's pinned these maps. Wow.
Maybe they're for Unity.
Oh, fuck, they're
Somebody
huge.
pre-planted. Somebody pre-planted.
It took about 3 or 4 seconds for that. I clicked on the pin near Colorado City here, and it took 3 or 4 seconds for the map of Colorado to load on my table. So there's no way I can share those. Yeah.
You'd have to pre-chair them so that they'd be all shared by the time
Right.
we started.
Right. Well, what I do is resize them because those are, I don't know. I guess I can open that mod up, take them out, and resize them, put them back together. But that's an undertaking. I can do that over the next couple weeks. All right, Genthro, you have come in and seen all this happening. You guys are now sitting around the saloon. HG is still nowhere to be found.
He probably got lost in a mine.
Yeah, and I'd really like him to be here as we kick this off. So,
His family thing was going later than expected.
yeah, that's fine. But anyway, so Genthro has arrived. You guys are all 5 of you now at the saloon by whatever the name was that
Immigrant saloon.
immigrant saloon. That's it.
We're also in the mix of things looking for work. If anyone needs work,
Right.
we got a flyer made out. Timmy, I shouldn't be charged of coming up with what's on the flyer, but I'll pin some up if you guys want. Devil's Posse Detective Agency for hire.
Would you have printed up something like business cards? I don't know if business cards were a thing.
You just gotta show them your watch.
Well, I figured that would just identify us as this particular group. Not that, I don't know.
It's not like we got a phone number.
Oh shit. All right.
So we're like 3 or 4 months we're hanging out. Do we ever get to know anything about Genthro?
Other than agency.
That he's a secret person. No, not really.
Yeah, I mean,
He shows up when he needs.
does he put syrup on his pancakes? Anything? Something?
Basics, but you wouldn't learn. You wouldn't learn much other than.
Have we heard any
How do I
rumors
put it?
about Genthro?
Oh, not to my knowledge. Not yet, anyways.
Nope.
So, like, a lot of his stuff is going to come down from the higher ups. So, like, he would come and go, is basically what you would learn about Genthro, is that he's not
He's a
always
grunt.
there.
Keeps to himself. He comes
He's
and
gone
goes.
3-4 days or
Yeah, he'd be gone like 3 or 4 days at a time.
Maybe, a week or two, depending on where you're sent.
just turn around and he just shows up. Oh, it's Genthro.
Kind of like now.
Did you leave? I don't remember.
Pretty much.
Yeah, he left, I think, last Saturday.
But I didn't see any rumors or anything that were started, so I guess I misunderstood something there. But no, what Genthro would be doing at this point in time is he would be telling you guys that he found us a job, and he'd be presenting you with a formal request from an MC Hawk to go and investigate a area.
Who did we just lose?
Probably
Placeholder.
placeholder.
Bad placeholder. Just leave like that. What an asshole.
Yo mama.
Oh, he's talking about. So what's it? What's the thing we're supposed to go do? We got a job.
There's
All right,
there's some
job.
to go and investigate what's going on by the LA. There's some strange happenings in Los Angeles. They
Los
don't want us
Angeles.
to engage Los Angeles, and they want us to report back what we find.
Any other intel? What we might find? Any other contacts we should meet just in case something has happened?
Nothing that they gave.
I hate going into a situation totally blind.
That's why we go out there and look around first.
The piece of this letter from what the hell's the guy's name again?
Something
MC Hawk.
MC Hawk. Basically
I
says
just
that
say nah. MC Hammer.
yeah,
No.
weird shit going on. The city of Los Angeles.
How far is that? Colorado, Denver to.
Not too terribly far.
Denver to LA. It's by the way, there's no rail line that connects it directly through the mountains here. You got to go north, and then west from there. It's probably by rail, and the different little rail lines that you got to cross and buy tickets and here and there, and I bet it's a 2-week trip.
Wagons. We're taking the wagons.
It would take
Oh,
by
mountain.
wagons. The passes in the mountains are still frozen over. It would not be comfortable traveling north to catch the western train right now. You figure that you're not really going to be able to leave Denver for probably, at least a month.
Do we have to go now? Or
Mr.
do we
Hawks,
not have a choice?
say
Is that what you're saying? We don't have a choice. We're stuck here.
Yeah.
Mr. Hawks did not give a deadline.
Well, I guess we make plans to leave in a month when the snow clears out.
Let
Probably
you guys
best.
get your affairs in order and whatnot. So, yeah, by mid-April you can probably. If you could make it north 100 miles, you could catch the western rails. But it'd be a miserable time of year to be trying to make it up through there.
It's probably better chance than trying to get over the mountains and through the passes on horseback, though.
It probably wouldn't happen quite yet. If you wanted to cross the mountains from here without going north and catching the train, probably June before the passes open up, and then they'd be open through, September. You never know. You get snow up in the
Well, we're
mountains.
going out there. We're taking our office with us. Timmons has got his wagon train set up with his mules, and we'll just put it on the train and go down there.
So what I'm going to do is pass another month by here, and you guys let me know the things that you're wanting to take with you. We'll say it's April 17th. What the fuck is going on here?
Wasn't it H.G. Willikers that said he wanted to be the cook?
I think so,
Chuck
yeah.
Wagon?
I think so, yeah.
All right, so we'll get him some stuff on our wagon train that he can cook. We get all that stuff and a lot of tents and lean-tos that we can make like our own little
Tents,
our own
furs,
little camp.
blankets.
Yeah, that thing's gonna be pretty stuffed with stuff that we spread out and put under tarps and.
Yeah, and of course axes for collecting firewood, fuel for firewood.
So what you
Yeah,
guys
got
could
the whole-
do is, and you can arrange your
So
inventory.
Winnebago wagon.
Yeah, a Winnebago. Didn't you say you were going to get an extra wagon? A couple more mules and
Yeah.
tow them in a train or whatever?
Yeah.
So yeah, with 4 mules, 2 wagons, some horses, making your way north to. Does this map that you posted? No, it doesn't go that far north. Yep.
No. Heads towards
Actually, you could take
doesn't
the Union
show-
Pacific north.
Yeah, but according to that map, it ends. It ends in just inside the Wyoming territory. But I don't
There
know
it
how
is.
accurate.
Let's see.
You could probably grab that map and drop it in images and pop it on the screen if you wanted to.
It's not too big. But the one heading south out
Oh,
of
that's a good one too.
the one heading south out of Trinidad, the Santa Fe Railroad seems to go south into New
All right,
Mexico.
so we got to get down here. Ooh.
So you gotta get
Los
up to,
Angeles.
what does that say? Camp Hades. Camp Hades, that sounds like an interesting place. Before you can get that, the Wasatch Line west. Or you could go all the way back to Dodge City, Kansas, and, yeah.
I say the straightest, the most forward, the route that's the most forward. There we go.
Yeah, go up to that junction right there, and then get on the Wasatch Line and head west.
Anybody else kind of chuckling at Fort 51?
Huh?
In Nevada, southern tip of Nevada, there's a Fort 51.
Area 61.
No, Area 51.
Or Area 51, I mean.
I just find it funny. And of course, there's a Hell's Mouth in Utah.
So yeah, Tema's just gonna get some more supplies. I'm gonna look at that at some point and add to the wagon.
But yeah, we probably need tents, furs, blankets, axe, food.
And I've already got a wagon category in my location on my character sheet.
So we are going to assume that HG is along for the ride.
Or we'll pick him up somewhere along the
He's
line.
our cookie. I'll run him if he doesn't show or whatever, but he's our cookie right now.
Yeah, you guys finally drag him out of whatever den of
Bottle.
iniquity that he's been sleeping in.
He's got a little still that he's got squirred away in the wagon too.
So what would he be now? He's 73, 74 years old now, I think.
Well, it depends on when his birthday is.
Of course, he probably couldn't tell you.
He forgot.
All right, so that will be your plan. You're going to gather some stuff up and head north, get on the train. And we will say by mid-April you can start heading, that direction. And I think we're going to wait until after Christmas to kick this off when we got the whole party here. And I tell you what I'll do. We will not reset the chips or the adventure cards when we start again. Because I heard a couple of you
None
say
of them were used.
Yeah, none of them were used, so. And Bunny said she had some good cards she'd like to use, so we're not going to. Plus, J-Rob got to draw one. He did spend a penny.
Oh, that's right.
So let me put that in the message of the day.
The next session, can we choose to redraw an adventure card if we don't like the one we have?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
When are we playing again?
We will be back. Let me pull the calendar open here.
January 4th?
Second. Jan 2nd.
Okay.
Is everybody good for then?
Should be.
Yeah, probably.
That should be good.
I won't be dead anyway.
Yes, please.
I don't plan on
talk
drinking
that way.
too much either, so yeah, I won't be hungover still.
Okay, so that's what we'll do. And because I just kind of like to have everybody together before we launch this thing. The camaraderie.
if you guys think of something you want to put on the wagon, just let me know and I'll put it on my character sheet as wagon.
Well, I'm gonna leave the table up. We can sit here and discuss things, but shit, a prep mission like this doesn't make for that much good stream matter. So I figured I'd just kill the stream. We go from there.
Yeah, that's cool because I
I have
think
a
a little
question.
chit chatting will help you too. Plan some stuff, Marbanya.
I have a question.
Yeah.
In Denver, could we have gotten like a couple of chickens and some cages? Like for
Yeah.
egg laying?
Yeah, you get chickens.
Fresh eggs.
Hey, dog, you see the size of that chicken?
You see the size of that chicken?
I would like to get some winter clothing
Okay.
while we're here in the city.
You guys will have also made some money. I mean, you've taken little security jobs here and there. You know.
I still have quite a bit of money left over.
Exactly. You're not going to be hurting for money. And Little Beaver, doing jobs for these guys, tracking stuff, escorting people out to mining camps and stuff. You guys will have made some money, so we're going to go with that too. But everybody out there in the stream, have a very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I think we got
Happy fatty days ahead. Ooh.
happy what?
Fatty days, like that we're gonna eat well.
Yes, yeah,
Not doing
food coma
anything.
days. Food coma days.
Yeah.
We'll be back tomorrow night with Vino's Curse of Strahd. Drake and I and J Rob will be there, so 3 of us. And
Of course, me.
yep, Vino, Drake, me. Oh, that's 4 of us. Oh, wait a minute.
And remember, kids, Curse of Strahd stars none other than the ever powerful Morning Lord, Storm.
The fuck.
You knew he was going there. You had to
No,
know.
I thought he was going to start talking about mushroom toes and Shan's licking eyeballs and shit again, trying to get me to gag.
However,
Hard.
Yazoo does make him glow.
Anyway, so Brad, I'll see you tomorrow night. Stephanie, have a happy holiday, everybody out there. And let's see, who is? I saw there's Praters out there. 20 sides to every story. We rated them recently, didn't we? Have you guys seen Lord Gazumba yet?
Who?
These guys do. They got like a real tabletop. Yeah, it's. Let's see here. Lord Gazumba. Oh yeah.
You failed your saving throw.
Let's see. Creator dashboard. There he is. Lord Gazumba, we're going to queue him up for a raid. You guys will enjoy this, so stick around and watch this. These guys do some cool shit. They got 140 people watching them right now. So it looks like they're in the middle of something hot and heavy. Like that big greasy bastard that Paloma decided to take down to the ground. All right, here we go.
Getting rid of a menace
Holy shit.
to the feminine society, man.
I wasn't expecting
How
to do all that.
did that happen to roll all them threes? Look at 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Something is funky there. All right, so we're raiding. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks.